Let's keep the party going. Oh my God. Todo lo malo echado allá. Oh my God. Dame salud y prosperidad. No tengo nada, pero soy feliz. Solo recuerdos habitan en mí. Sueños que cumplir y yo a mí. Puede que esté crazy, pero no lazy. Y hasta lograrlo voy a seguir. Let's go, New York. Oh my God. Todo lo malo echarlo para allá. Oh my God. Dame salud y prosperidad. Que se me alineen todos los planetas. Que mi cartera no haga más dieta. Que me visite la buena suerte para ayudar a toda mi gente. Oh my God. Todo lo malo echarlo para allá. Oh my God. Dame salud y prosperidad. Hay que dar gracias por un día más de vida. Por los amigos que son pocos hoy en día. No hagas el mal porque todo se te vira. Un día estás abajo y al otro día arriba. Sueños que cumplir y yo a mí. Puede que esté crazy, pero no lazy. Y hasta lograrlo voy a seguir. ¡Vamos! Oh my God. Candelita. Oh my God. Mauro. Díselo, Yanko. Oh my God. Todo lo malo echarlo para allá. Oh my God. Dame salud y prosperidad. Que la mala lengua no tenga chance. Y que la envidia a mí no me alcance. Que el tiempo siempre sea mi testigo. Solo hago el bien, por eso te pido. Oh my God.
Lucha por tu sueño.
Let me see those hands, New York. Oh my God.
Cuando no encuentres la salida,
Let's
canta
go.
conmigo.
Oh my God. Todo lo malo echarlo para allá. Oh my God. Dame salud y prosperidad. God bless you all. Let's have a great night. I love you all. Let's go, New York Mets.
Amazing!
Yes.
Vibes. Welcome, everybody. to All Things.
Oh my God. I'm Brenda.
Let's keep it going.
Yeah. So I'm here remotely. I'm in New Hampshire. I'm at my dad's. So no big background. Sorry about that. But I'm here. So
He's here remotely.
I'm
but not
here. Yes. And oh my God. So of course.
Hello, Kike.
Hello. Of course, we created this podcast on Saturday morning after the release of Oh My God by Iglesias. And then, oh my God, it was, Saturday, Sunday was not a great 2 games for the Mets. We can start off talking about the great stuff of June, or we could go right into the bad stuff over the weekend. So what do you think?
I want to keep it positive, even though the last couple of games weren't great.
We could start.
The whole month of June was just really good for us, and we showed that parts of our team have what it takes. The bats are batting, and obviously the needs are in the bullpen, and we can talk about it, but this vibe, it's amazing. So we have to latch onto this.
Well, June was fantastic, despite what happened the last 2 days. They were 17-7. Of course, correct me if I'm wrong with any of my numbers, but one of the big things was their hitting. They had a run differential. They had scored so many runs that they scored 53 more runs than they gave up. I think it was like 148 runs. They led the league in a lot of different batting stats during that time. And they won. They were winning consistently. And they actually started June losing because they lost 2 out of 3 to start June. And then they had those amazing streaks along the way. So
it's just, I think it's all comes from that all team only players meeting they had, and we can attribute it to Grimace and Jose Iglesias, whatever. But there's definitely some sort of momentum going, that obviously there's going to be the ups and downs. We can't just win every single game. But what worries us the most is the bullpen. As Darren says, the bullpen is killing the Mets. We just hope they make the necessary changes in time for us to not get completely killed. And I
thought we were going to start off positive.
Well, yeah, because
right into the bullpen.
Yeah, well, I mean, I want to read our people's comments too, because it's important that we read what they say. And let's say what Greg is saying. Well, yeah, most of these things are kind of like Greg said, too bad Vientos couldn't get one more hit last night in the 10th. We could have come back and won last night. I think that rain delay just killed us, to be honest, like waiting for almost 2 hours.
I mean, they could have won it in the ninth inning. They came back to after the rain delay. They could have won it in the ninth. And the 10th was just poor execution. Yes. You have first and second after they tied it, which kudos to Nimmo for tying it. First and second, and you can't move the runners over. I mean, I don't expect JD to bunt. Everybody was like, he should bunt. He's not going to bunt. He's not a bunter. I don't even know if he ever bunted in his life.
Designated hitter, not a designated.
Yeah. So, but you can move the runner over. You don't have to bunt to move the runner over.
Yeah. So we have a comment here from Enrique. He says the chemistry is also looking good. So that's another positive that definitely is palpable. And the trade line, he said, is also coming and a good opportunity to improve, which is true. Give me a second. I got to read here. We have Caroline Sue McKeon. Hi, Caroline. She said, me and Joey are here to support. Let's go. Let's go, Mets.
Right. Great.
Up, Caroline.
Nice.
And Yuki said, hi, Yuki. He said 2 losses. Oh, my God, live performance, LOL.
Yeah. So it's so funny because, a lot of people are like, oh, my gosh, they're losing after that performance. And, we could attribute a lot of silly things, to why they win or lose. But it is a fact, right? My thought was like that, oh my God, it brings new meaning to what that actually means. I thought, oh my God, these relievers are coming in. That's what I thought. I want to know, like, Andreina, because I don't know Spanish. What is he saying after he says, oh my God? So tell us a little history or translate that for those that don't know.
Well, he says, give me health and happiness and prosperity. It's basically him saying, todo lo malo, échalo para allá, which means all the bad and negativity, push it away, keep it over there, keep it away. And it's about conquering and following your dreams. And it basically talks about the basic struggles, maybe of the video shows him and other people, like they show like immigrants coming into the United States and being like doing hard work and pursuing their dreams. So it's a positive song. It's very positive, and it just caught on. And I think it's whatever we can cling on to kind of keep the momentum going. I'm all for it.
Yeah, I love it. I love the celebration and the team spirit, and that they're out there participating with the, enjoying the music, and also him like releasing that, right?
It's so cool to have a recording artist that is a great player as well. Yuki said, oh my God, means gratitude, blessings, and ups and downs in life.
Oh, nice. Well, we're certainly familiar with ups and downs in life. That's for sure. From being Met fans, it's
the nature of life. Like, it's ups and downs, and it's what we have to expect: change and being up and being down. So,
as a Met fan, particularly. Right?
Yeah, well, we did pretty good. I mean, the beating the Yankees was like it felt incredible. I mean, anybody felt the same way?
Well, the one thing I'm going to say with the Yankees is they threw good pitchers at us, and we beat them, and that's been a consistent theme this June, is that you throw us a good pitcher, we're still going to beat you and hit you and score runs and execute and hit for power. And it's something they didn't do in May. And, kudos to the batting lineup, and also Lindor leading off, because not only did he have that meeting, he also has been fantastic as one of the best leadoff hitters in June. Or
he's leading by example, which is the qualities of a leader, not just saying things, but showing also that he's not only talking the talk, but walking the walk. Yes, Tom, we kicked some serious Yankees.
And you know what? The Yankee fans were all over Citi Field, and they were chanting, first place and rubbing it in. And I just love that we shut them up too, because they kind of take over our stadium. I don't like that. So
yeah, we love that for sure. And what else? Let me see if there's any relative comments to that. Yeah, no, this is pretty good. We're talking all about the same thing.
So we can get into, if we don't have some comments on June, the hitting, we could talk about the pitching, because on the flip side of it, the pitching has been horrendous. And for the most part, it really, let's just hone in first on the starting pitching.
Coupled with the injuries and the suspension of Diaz. But yes, Darren said Mets are second in home runs to Dodgers. Yes, thank you for that.
So the starting pitchers do not go the length. It's one of the biggest problems. So we can, pinpoint, what a number of different reasons why the Mets relievers aren't playing well. Some of them aren't really good. That's number one. Some of them are injured, or they're now injured. And then, some of them
are just not playing. Like, bring Scott, and I think Buto. I don't know why they're not. I mean, I prefer to see a Buto or Scott instead of that Uncle Festa from yesterday. I don't even know what made him bring this guy up. If anybody knows, please enlighten me.
Yeah, I mean, I think we were all shell-shocked. He was shell-shocked, literally, at that outing. What a horrible way to make your debut for the Mets. It wasn't his first time pitching in the major league. He pitched for Seattle last year. It was only 7 games, but he pitched. But he wasn't ready to come in to an extra inning game against the Houston Astros, who've been super hot recently. So it kind of just didn't seem like it was a
fair. I wonder who made that decision. And we can talk until we get green in the face or blue in the face, and who made the decision, why, but we don't know. So we can only look back at things, and just because talking about what could happen and why, we don't know. So
I mean, it starts off too, before you even get to that, like the start of the game. We didn't have a good performance from McGill, right? I don't know what's going on there, but if you have a guy who's performing Christian Scott in the minors, I'm just done with that explanation of they're only allowing him 4 innings. I'm like, we're in July now. Just bring him up already.
How about Budo? Budo can go 5, even 6 innings.
He can be inconsistent too.
Yeah, but I prefer a inconsistently known person than this Festa out of nowhere.
Well, I also prefer that maybe some of these starters should not be starters. They should be relievers. Maybe give them an opportunity to do a different role for the Mets because it's not working as a starter.
It definitely worked for Hauser, and it was showing good results. So why not try it with other ones?
And McGill was sent down today. I think Festa was left off though. I don't know why.
Darren said that he agrees with me that the rain delay killed the Mets' momentum.
Yeah. No.
Yes. And then what else? If there's any, Greg said that the next 5 games without Diaz is big. Hopefully we get through this week without too much further damage caused by the bullpen. Will be tough since the Mets are in the middle of 17 straight. So we have, 4 with the Nationals. So, I mean, we don't know really. I don't want to say, oh, we should win because we have moments in which we don't win with the ones that we're supposed to win. But it would be a good opportunity to at least bat and hit until just that's what we need to do. Make runs because our pitching is just not really reliable right now.
I mean, if you look on paper, for the most part, the matchup this week, the matchups look good. I think Gore is pitching tonight, but I think Greg, you had mentioned that there's a new pitcher for the Washington Nationals. I'm not sure if that's the case because I only saw Gore pitching, and he's been a regular starter for him. So if anybody has information about whether he's pitching or not, I'd like
I don't want to call people out, but maybe Kike, if you're still on, and if you know any, he might have some Nationals insight. I don't want to assume.
Oh, yeah. That would be good.
But,
and we have breaking news on why McNeil's playing tonight, and he's playing.
Nemo.
Yeah, Nimmo is not playing tonight because he got injured. And I know, Andreina, you were looking at the details. It's pretty scary, right?
Well, he fainted and fell in the bathroom and hit his head, and he's got like a cut on his forehead. He said he doesn't even remember how it happened. And he also said that he can corroborate that he wasn't drinking. So hopefully it was some sort of exhaustion. I mean, waiting 3 hours. I mean, I don't know. I don't want to say that's it, but who knows?
I mean, that's players that go all out, like somebody like Nimmo. It just might have been like a little bit too much for him. I hope it's nothing serious. Just an insight. Willie Mays used to faint all the time. He had fainting spells. He actually got checked. It was nothing. They said it was exhaustion. So maybe it's just like being tired. But the fact that we have to endure again McNeil playing when obviously he was going to be benched tonight because Iglesias is playing second. I think he was going to be benched. I don't know. But that's a whole nother area of concern, is to have somebody like him who has not been consistent, who to me it's like dead weight, except for Friday's game, which great for him. He helped him win Friday, but he's been a disaster, and he was terrible Saturday and Sunday.
And Kike said that he knows the best prospect from the Nats starts today, but he's an outfielder. So
okay.
That's fine, as long as it's not a pitcher.
Oh, all right. Okay, so maybe that's what I saw. It wasn't a pitcher. Okay, so
he said he's 6'7". Kid's very good, but definitely not a pitcher.
Okay. Wow, he's 6'7" though. Oh my goodness.
He's gonna steal a lot of home runs, I guess.
Steal home runs?
Because he's an outfielder.
Okay, in the outfield. Yeah.
Hi, Margie. Let's go Mets.
Yay. Okay. You'll have to go back and listen to the Oh My God song because we had it up earlier.
We can put it at the end again. We'll put
it at the end. I think that's a great idea. We were talking about June and all the good things that the Mets have done. And then we got into all the bad things that they've done. As of recently, we had this weekend it was unfortunate that
Well, they did what they were supposed to do, and Festa just was not the right fit for that, and I think they know they have to make those tweaks.
Yeah.
So I know I'm confident that they're gonna make the necessary tweaks and bring Scott up and Buto and whoever else, any other Syracuse net that it's doing well. I don't know, was Festa doing well? Because I just
no, he was in the minor leagues, not really playing as far as I don't know why. I mean, they don't have too many options, unfortunately, but with their starting pitching, look what they did with Hauser. They moved him to the bullpen. So if they could do that with just one other starter, just to at least close the gap until they make moves, because we know they're going to try to get relievers.
Until we get Diaz and Senga back, like Ron says.
Yeah, so Senga, I don't have an update on Senga, but I know he was throwing. They keep saying July. When we were in May, they said June. So hopefully it doesn't get pushed out.
At least we know when Diaz is coming back, not Senga.
Yeah.
Darren said Mets should call up Scott and put Manaya and McGill in bullpen so they can have long relievers besides Hauser.
Yeah.
That's not a terrible idea.
Manaya's hasn't been so bad, though. McGill's he cannot pitch past 5 innings. And he just, what it is? He's okay to start with. And then when they get around, like the lineup the second time around, he gets hit. That's why relief pitching would be a good opportunity for him. Because if he starts out pretty well.
As long as we stop giving up all those walks, that's what's really killing us. 7 walks yesterday, was it? It's unbelievable. Like, that's not right.
The Mets lead the league in walks. I think I don't know the exact number. 300. I think it's 316 walks, and it leads the league. It's crazy. And the other thing too is, because they're putting so many runners on base, their whip is really high as well. Mm-hmm. So it's a recipe for disaster. That's for sure. So
yeah, walks are not good for sure.
Yeah, I mean, do we have out in the chat like any kind of recommendations of players that you think the Mets could acquire to fill some of the gaps? Whether it is like replacing McNeil with another versatile player, another relief pitcher. I heard, they may not get like a top relief pitcher, because a lot of the top relief pitchers are on the best teams that are contending. So they're not going to give up their relief pitchers. So the question is, who's out there, maybe like the diamond in the rough that they can acquire, and Stearns is really good at that. Before the trade deadline. I would like it to happen sooner than later. I'm sweating these games out. I mean,
let's not wait.
Every game that they have a lead, you're wondering, are they going to give this lead up, and what is enough runs? I mean, the Mets are averaging 6 runs a game in the month of June. So
I think, the pitching is so bad that we're hitting a lot, and we're still losing the games with the bad pitches. So
we won a lot of games because the hitting was enough, but it wasn't enough this weekend. That's for sure.
So Tom said no lead is safe. That's not over till it's over.
I said last week, I said if they get 14 runs, I'll be feeling okay and secure. I feel like the game's in the bag, but
nothing's in the bag ever.
Yeah,
that's how I feel, at least.
I mean, they actually had some games where they only gave up 1 run. They actually, when they played San Diego, the Friday and Saturday night, each day they only gave up 1 run. Those 2 games, I was like, oh my gosh, that's amazing. And then there were a couple games they only gave up 2 runs, but then it's like when they're bad, they're really bad. Like they give up so many. I mean, just the Yankee game that we were winning, what was it, 9-2, and they gave up the 5 runs and they won 9-7 with Judge hitting the grand slam. It's like, really? Do you have to do that to us? Can you just allow us to have like a win where we don't have to worry? And I guess, you could say the next night.
I can imagine that. Really.
Right? So the next night it was pretty good, but you were worried because of the game before that. So
okay. Darren says that Tanner Scott from the Marlins would be a good lefty reliever.
You're absolutely right. I love Tanner Scott. He only pitches like 1 inning at a time, but it's probably a result of, situations too with the Marlins, right? They don't really have too many opportunities to use him, but he's good. He's got low ERA, a low whip. So, and as far as I know, he doesn't walk a lot of guys. So I love that.
Winner.
I love that, Tanner Scott. You have to look at teams that are not in contention, and that's where it gets really tricky.
The ones are going to be sellers.
Yeah, we could trade Tyler McGill for Trevor McGill because Trevor McGill, his brother, is a relief pitcher, and he's pretty good. I mean, he's 0-1. He's got a 1.71 ERA, under 1 WHIP, which is incredible. I know it's a small sample. He doesn't get like a lot of innings out there.
If you're watching, I mean,
McGill, yeah. Wouldn't that be something? I mean, how many times is a sibling traded for another sibling, right? Like, has that ever happened?
That would be really cool.
Yeah. It's just that, who's going to want, Tyler? They're going to be, that's Milwaukee. So they're, so
that's why maybe Stearns has a little bit of saying.
Or just maybe get him too, Trevor McGill from Milwaukee. We'll give you, I don't know, we'll give you McNeil.
We don't really talk about this, but I see it on social media constantly. Like, so many people want Trevor Bauer be signed by the Mets. It's probably never going to happen, but I would say, why not? I mean, really, I don't even know if he's available because he's pitching in Mexico, in the Mexico League, but
yeah, I don't think they want the controversy. So that's just what I read. They just don't want to deal with that. And I don't think it's going to happen. But it will continue to be all over social media because every time the Mets are imploding pitching wise,
it's that. I mean, I don't know. Okay, so Tom said that he thinks that if the Red Sox do not play well in July, Kenley Jansen will be very, very available.
Oh my gosh. I love him. I loved him when he was on the Dodgers. I know he's had some moments where he's been very vulnerable out there. And he's still one of the best relievers, in my opinion, from having strikeouts and commanding at the mound. So,
and Darren said that Garrett Crochet of White Sox could be a good start as well.
I have to look more about him. The concern I have, like, I dismissed any team that was in the playoffs. So I never even looked at the player. I only looked at lousy teams that had some good players because I was like, why would they get rid of somebody good if they're contending? So we'll have to see about that. But you know what, guys? We have something that we announced a while ago. We forgot to bring it up a couple of times, and I wanted to bring it up. We are doing an outing August 17th. It's a Saturday. They're playing the Marlins. It's a 4:10 game. We're going to get there and do some tailgating before, like hours before, some drinks and food, and watch the game. And I really hope, you join us. So, let us know if you're interested, because we'll have a link where you can buy tickets. And, we're hoping for more people to be able to come to that. And we can meet you face to face, and we never met you before.
And it could be fun. And regardless, we'll have I love going to Citi Field.
Yeah. So. And speaking of that, Emily, I have to say this because I announced on Facebook that she would be with us tonight. She was at the Met game yesterday. It obviously made her sick because she may have strep throat. She lost her voice. It might have been from screaming. I don't know, but she couldn't make it today. But I met her face to face at Citi Field on Strawberry Day. And so that was really cool. So it's great to have that connection and to be out there together as a group rooting for the Mets.
And I hope she's doing better, Emily, if you're watching.
Yes. And I hope by August we're looking good for a wild card spot too. We have a July like June. That's what we can hope for, right?
Yeah, and there's like a really special Mets fan birthday, right? The 12th, right before the game.
So right there, yes. You're turning 25, right?
I'm turning 35.
35. Wow, I didn't think you were that old.
Yeah, I'm super old. Mark said Karen was going to attend until you forgot her birthday. What?
Okay. Yeah, well, hey, I sent her a belated birthday wish.
There you go.
He just has to jig it there. Yeah.
Well, we have a game coming up. It's going to start pretty soon. So we have to.
Yeah, we have to get going before you put the video on. Mm-hmm. I want to let people know that Thursday's game is at 11 a.m. So if you think that you're watching fireworks, let's say on the 3rd, Wednesday night, and you're going to stay out late and sleep in Thursday, you cannot do it because the Mets are playing at 11. And, you have to be up for that game. I don't know.
Greg is saying the same thing. The Mets are playing at 11.
Yeah, like who makes these schedules? Is that like crazy?
They want to get people out of there by Thursday night.
Yeah, I don't know. So tonight we have Peterson going tonight. We have Manaya going Tuesday, Quintana Wednesday, but Thursday they're going to have to figure out who's going for the Mets Thursday. And I hope it's Christian Scott, because I'm like, if you don't know who can pitch for you, I will tell you. I mean, I'll tell you right now, Mendoza.
Yeah, Mandy, listen to our podcast.
Yeah, exactly. Get it straight, really.
Yes. Darren said, outstanding job, ladies. Thank you, Darren.
Oh, thank you so much.
Love your comments and your participation. Margie is working on July 4th.
Yeah. So.
And Scott is Wednesday.
Scott's Wednesday. Okay, so does that mean that Quintana is Thursday? Because I don't know what I'm reading, but I had Quintana as Wednesday in my notes from ESPN. That's my source. I'm giving you my source. Could be wrong, but
I don't have anybody for. I don't know. My sources are terrible. I'm looking at the Mets calendar.
Yeah, well, I had Quintana. So if Scott's Wednesday, then maybe they're just pushing Quintana, giving him an extra day rest because he obviously needs it, and then pitching him on Thursday. But not much rest because it's so early in the morning.
Yes. Well, we have to scoot out.
Yeah, we have to go. We appreciate we appreciate it. Looks like Greg said they moved Quintana. So thanks for that confirmation. Really appreciate that. Thank you, everybody, for joining us.
Mets 21-28 wants to fire Hefner for his incompetence. So.
You know what? I'm actually on board with you, because when he comes out to the mound, I don't even know what he's saying. I don't think he's saying anything to those pitchers. And I just want to say, please, if you haven't subscribed, like us, subscribe. Please comment in the box. We appreciate you. Share with your friends, your family, your neighbors, everybody. We need to grow, get some traction, and really appreciate it. We do look forward to this week and seeing you next week as well.
We're going to leave you with the awesomest performance by our second base, Jose Iglesias. And feel free to comment as we play the video.
Yeah.
And we love you all. And let's go, Mets.
Bye, everybody.
Let's keep the party going. Oh my God, todo lo malo echar para allá. Oh my God, dame salud y prosperidad. No tengo nada, pero soy feliz. Solo recuerdos habitan en mí. Sueños que cumplir y yo a mí. Puede que esté crazy, pero no lazy. Y hasta lograrlo voy a hacer. Let's go, New York. Oh my God, todo lo malo echar para allá. Oh my God, dame salud y prosperidad. Que se me alineen todos los planetas. Que mi cartera no haga más dieta. Que me visite la buena suerte para ayudar a toda mi gente. Oh my God, todo lo malo echar para allá. Oh my God, dame salud y prosperidad. Hay que dar gracias por un día más de vida. Por los amigos que son pocos hoy en día. No hagas el mal porque todo se te vira. Un día estás abajo y al otro día arriba. Sueños que cumplir y yo a mí. Puede que esté crazy, pero no lazy. Y hasta lograrlo voy a seguir. ¡Vamos! Oh my God. Candelita. Oh my God. Mauro. Díselo, Yanko. Oh my God. Todo lo malo echar para allá. Oh my God. Dame salud y prosperidad. Que la mala lengua no tenga chance. Y que la envidia a mí no me alcance. Que el tiempo siempre sea mi testigo. Solo hago el bien, por eso te pido. Oh my God.
Lucha por tu sueño.
Let me see those hands, New York. Oh my God.
Cuando no encuentres la salida,
Let's
canta
go.
conmigo.
Oh my God. Todo lo malo echar para allá. Oh my God. Dame salud y prosperidad. God bless you all. Let's have a great night. I love you all. Let's go, New York Mets.
Okay.
Woo!
Everybody,
All right.
bye.
Bye, everybody.